finding herself and who she is as a point guard, and that's what's really fun to watch, and that's what I see when I watch that game tonight.
Yeah, she's in her 9th season. Also adding to this, how about this? The Dream tie a season high with their assists. They had 29 in this one. But we're talking about a team, too, that's finding different ways to gel. Jordan Canada, when you think about when a player kind of becomes the best version of themselves, can you say what year that happens? Because we're talking about 9th season. Even, I mean, we saw Kayla McBride in her 13th season having 43 points. It just seems like over the last 2 days we've been in here, the maturation process, we've seen it pop a couple times in some veterans.
I would say one of the things that is the common denominator when you hear a player say what Kayla said last night, the way Jordan is playing now, how she speaks about the franchise, it's the people around them. Right? It's their role, yes. It might be the coach, but it's the franchise and the people around them, from their teammates to the support staff, everything. And I think when you have a place that makes you feel comfortable, that's really what sports is.
Yeah.
It's who's going to feel the most comfortable to be able to do their thing.
Yeah.
And when you feel that comfort and you feel like you have that support, it allows you to be your best version.
And what's interesting, too, just to follow up on that, Sue, is sometimes the system is more suited for you at the time.
Sure.
And it's a matter for you as a player to keep your head on straight and not take it personal, because not everywhere is the best fit for you, as Jordan's finding out.
Yeah, what I love about the difference between the two is, like, Kayla was always a starter.
Yeah.
So the fit was about finding kind of what you were saying, the mix. Whereas Jordan, she started as a bench player and had to, like, grow into a starter. So it's two different paths, but a lot of it is just finding the right place.
Yeah, and interesting, too, that, remember, adding in Angel Reese, that's a big piece. We talked about her just setting the single-season double-doubles record for the Dream, and just wondering how that was going to work out for them. And now we're talking about a team, really they're tied for 5th place, but they lose the tiebreak with the Mystics, so they're sitting at 6 right now. But I'm just curious how you see them translating as we get closer to the playoffs and they're continuing to find that chemistry.
Well, as much as they rely on Angel's rebounding, when you have a player like Ryan Howard that is more than capable of also pulling down 10 boards, you know, instead of just relying on Angel to do all the heavy load down there, I would like to see more of a balanced rebounding with this team. If they can nail that together and they continue to move into the playoffs with a chip on their shoulder, be consistent for 40 minutes at both ends of the floor, man, the Dream are going to be a tough out.
Yeah, but one thing I worry about the Dream a little bit, and you guys can speak to this because we've talked about it in our meetings, is that they beat the teams they're supposed to beat. They're 12-2 against teams that are below 500, but 7-10 against teams that are 500 or better, that just haven't been able to maybe pull out some of the games you would want them to pull out against teams that are already in the playoff picture. Again,
I think it falls back onto this team forgetting what was the driving force that got them there. And it starts at the defensive end with them. And when they don't play that consistently, and I'm talking from 1 to 7 players, when they don't do that consistently for 40 minutes, they struggle, especially against teams that are above 500. So.
Yeah, what I see in Atlanta heading into the playoffs, assuming they make it, looks like they are.
Yeah.
It's going to be about matchups. And the thing I like about Atlanta, and the reason why I might not want to see them in the playoffs, is 2 things. 1, well, 3 things, really. 1, the defense you speak of, the fact that they turn that to offense. 2, they shoot the 3 really well, and they have great rebounding when they miss. But the other thing is they have a front court that is very deep. And I think this is a league right now when you have a front court, and this is going to segue into when we talk about the Mystics in a little bit. When you have a front court in this league, you can go far. It's not a lot of teams have depth in their front court.
Great point.
Yeah, and their head coach right now, Carl Smesko, in his 2nd season, but it seems like he continues to find a way, and I'm curious what you think the identity that he's building right now in Atlanta with some of the new pieces that he has, too.
I think he wants his team to trust in their offensive philosophy, which is sharing the ball and moving it from side to side and getting the defense to shift. Also, just not allowing, even though you may be open for the 3, make that either that extra pass or take somebody off the dribble, but break it up and have more variety scoring and be more balanced. That's what makes Atlanta just so interesting and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
I actually give Coach Smesko a lot of credit for being open-minded, because when he came from Florida Gulf Coast University, he was very analytical. I actually covered him in the NCAA tournament when he was in college. It's 3s and layups. That's it.
That's it, right?
That is it. There is no mid-range allowed. I'm not even joking. So I give him a lot of credit. He comes into a league. He obviously has a roster. He works with the GM. They build it. But you have to be open-minded to some of the talent you have. And so you can see, like, the remnants of what was. They love to shoot threes. He's got rebounding around it, like I said. But he's open-minded to these other aspects that you're talking about, which gives them a little bit more versatility on the offensive end.
The Dream have a game in Vegas, which is my eyeball test.
Okay.
That's my eyeball test. I want to see what they do in Vegas, and if they could pull that off, and not just a squeaker, though a squeaker is a win, but just go with, not that they have to win by 20, but decidingly.
Okay.
Decidingly, but that's my eye measure game for me.
Okay, well, let's take your eyes, put your glasses on. I want to show you the standings real quick, and maybe move the monitors a little bit closer, too, because y'all playing with Cheryl, having them that far away. You know, we talked about the Dallas Wings during halftime. Okay, so they're sitting at 8th, but they are a game and a half behind 4th place. Like, they could still be a top 4 team in the playoffs.
Yes.
That's how bunched up we are with 13 games left to play, Sue.
Yo, the Mystics, guys, I can't take my eyes off them right now. They've won like 7 straight. It's how they're playing. Late in the game, they're just starting to go to this lineup where Sonia Citron is the point guard.
Yeah.
Cody McMahon's on the floor. Kiki Iri-Finch, Kira Austin's playing great. Michaela Onyenwere. It is a huge lineup. And I think it's going to give some teams some fits.
Was it you or was it you that said something about the last 2 games, Shakira Austin, future MVP? Was it you?
Oh, LaChina Robinson texted us that.
Was it LaChina?
Yes.
I knew it wasn't. I knew I should have known it wasn't either one of them.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, LA. But for real, I just watching her, she can dominate, she can stretch, she can post up, she can penetrate, rebound defensively. I mean, 5 blocks. I mean, she just can command and demand at both ends of the floor. But yes, Sue, Washington is a scary team.
Yeah. Listen, guys, we're just over halfway kind of through this season. Let's take a look at what DraftKings Sports has.